Hello, hello. Sir David the Bard. I'm coming to you here from Kangaroo City, my home and place of residence. It's the Christmas video, so I'm wishing all of you a happy holiday. That's the modern thing now. You don't say Christmas, you say happy holiday. So I'm in a good mood, and there's two funny little things that I want to tell you. One of them is Abigail. You know, she's my 16-year-old, and she has her own little job. She drives 3,000 miles a month, and she's been licensed 2 months. No tickets, no accidents, 6,000 miles. I must have learned that bullhorn that I used to put in her head to train her. It must have worked. Anyway, she likes to ride in the HOV lane, the high occupancy lane, where, you know, you can be away from all the traffic and just cruise. Well, she's only one person, so she figured out she's hated her sister. I mean, it's the worst sibling rivalry I've ever seen in a family. But she goes into her sister today and she goes, "Want to ride with me?" The little girl, Allison, she's so sweet. "Yes, yes, I worship you." "All right, I'll let you ride with me." So I say to Allison, "Honey, the only reason she's being nice to you is she wants to ride in the high occupancy lane. She needs 2 people. You should rent yourself out, Allison." "1 Coke, I'll ride with you." So Allison is renting herself out so Abigail can be in the fast lane. That's funny. That's funny to me. You know, the little Allison is a businesswoman, and Abigail is so tight. She's a Republican. She's so tight with money. She would kick the homeless because they're on the sidewalk, you know. Anyway, now I've got another funny story. It's, to me, funny. It's not funny to you. I don't care. I went over to DI today, and you know, all this paraphernalia I have around me is like a one-man law firm. I mean, I can call, I can, you know, excommunicate, you know, everything. So I went over to DI to see if there was something else I could find, and yeah, can you see this basket right? Yeah, that basket right there is for court papers. And I'm going along and I'm cruising and looking at the shelves. Now here is the coincidence of the world. My son Dan went to Argentina with his wife. She's a native of Argentina. He's been there a couple of weeks. So he said to me, "Dad, could you substitute a couple of places for me on my courier route?" I said, "Sure, I'll be glad to help out." So one of the jobs I had was immigration, United States immigration in Utah, and moving their files from one complex to another and then back. So they have these specialized, we call them totes, T-O-T-E-S. They're really like a basket, a heavy basket of plastic, and they put records inside of these, and then there's 2 locks that come up on one side and the other, and it's locked, so a courier can't take anything out of there because it's so sensitive and highly complex immigration processing. So anyway, I'm used to carrying these totes, and I put them in the car, take them over, whatever. And the totes are very specialized. They're like plastic, but a hard plastic, and they fold on the top, and then 2 locks come up on both sides, and you lock it down, and no one has a key except where you're going. They have a key, but you can't unlock them. Once you lock them, that's it. Anyway, I'm over there at DI. I'm walking through, and I look on the shelf. Here's one of the United States immigration totes. Jesus! It says right on the tote, "Not for resale." What does that mean? It means the federal government owns that forever. It can't be traded, bartered, or sold. It is their personal private property. It's like taking a mailbox off the street, one of the big old blue mailboxes, taking it down to DI and trying to sell that sucker to some little Mexican family. They want to live in it. So anyway, I say, "Come here," to the employee. I say, "Come here. Can you read that?" He says, "Not for resale." He says, "Can you see that right there? Desert Industries selling I just do this. You know, because with Mormons, you can't talk to them. You can only sign language them, pale, you know, it's the only thing they understand. So I said to the man there, I said, do you see anything wrong there? He goes, no, not well. It was donated, and we just sell donuts. I said, listen to me. Listen to me. If somebody brings a mailbox in here from the street, a United States mailbox, are you going to try to sell it to the public? Well, you cannot hear the Mormons. They will say exactly the right thing. I remember my article, 13th article of faith. We believe in being honest, true, chaste, benevolent, and we love all things, hope for all things, and look forward to all things. We believe in being honest is basically what it says. So I'm saying to myself, see, the Mormons say the right thing, but you go to their facility, they're selling illegal, begotten stuff. Now, how did anybody get that tote? Only way someone could have got that tote is they stole it from immigration. How they did, I don't know, because boy, they're tight over there. Gates, guns, everything. So, but someone stole the tote. Well, how did a Mormon get involved? Because a Mormon had to donate it, and then the Mormons at DI are trying to sell it. So I said to the guy, does this make sense to you? And he goes, well, no, not really. So he finally became honest. He stopped the Mexican and the Reformed Egyptian language dances. So anyway, he said, no, not really. He said, well, if I owned the place, I probably wouldn't sell it. I said, Jesus owns the place and Jesus is selling it. So, well, I didn't want to get banned from DI, so I just shut up. But there's my tote. And like an hour later, I go and pick the same tote up at immigration. And I told immigration, I said, you know, they got one of your totes over at DI. Says, they can't have that. I know, but they don't know. Says, that's federal property. I said, I know. He says, it cannot be resold. Said, well, they're selling it. They're selling it. He says, if you could get it, we would really appreciate it and bring it back. And I said, well, I'm not going to get involved with DI, isn't I? You know, whoever donated it owned it illegally. They donated it illegally, and DI is just going to sell it illegally. So, you know, there's the Mormons. Watch what they do, not what they say. Watch what they do. So anyway, I hope you all have a good Christmas. Thank you for viewing my program. I didn't, when I started it years ago, I never thought anybody would look at it in a million years. But I appreciate that, and I want to let you know that the comments, many of the comments that you give me are just very heartfelt, and it makes me feel good, because I come from a Mormon family that everyone hated me because I was outside the box. I didn't bow my head and say yes, and now that family is all estranged, and I have nothing to do with them, nor do I want to have anything to do with them because of their poor judgment. But anyway, thank you for your comments, and the one Mormon, I only get a Mormon comment about twice a week. I got one, I think last night, said, well, your videos used to be good. I never heard a Mormon say that, but now they're just hateful. Well, if this is hateful, that's okay. If all of you think this is hateful, then that's okay. So anyway, I want you to have health in the navel, marrow in the bones, strength in the loins and sinews, power and priesthood be upon me and upon my posterity through all generations of time and throughout all eternity. Pay, lay, and ale me, O God, hear the words of my mouth. Don't cut my throat, don't tear my heart out, and don't cut my stomach open. And you guys have a good Merry Christmas, and I'll see you probably in the New Year. I'll probably publish in between. So this bar's gone.